position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Blue Devils will put toe to leather and will get started. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They may tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. The give to the tailback. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Russell. Grab near the sticks, it's Knox. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Give to the running back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Boilermakers want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking down the middle. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
The defense there has their backs against the wall. That's a great job of really just gearing down, getting some push up front, not giving away anything, and making that play and that tackle.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And how about the defense setting the tone in this game. First drive, first mistake made for the offense. Nice job forcing the INT. And how about this? They had 3 last week. They're looking to get 3 again this week.
From the gun, running back on the move. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Forced out of the pocket. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Caught near the sticks. It's Eaton. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Eaton. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot working the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. From the gun to give, looking for room. Got enough for the 1st. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Boilermakers come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Russell. Rushes on him. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. It's against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Back to pass on 2nd down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the right. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th.
Well, we saw earlier in the game, after not getting it on 3rd, going for it on 4th down and having success. So you got to wonder, after that incompletion, are they going to try that again and stay aggressive here on 4th?
Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for and makes a fair catch at the 10. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They think there's room to run to the right here. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got the back over the middle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This should be the last play of the quarter. On third down, he drops the throw. Makes the grab. There he goes. The 50. The 40. Past the 30. The 10. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Slams it ahead. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yardage situations, the goal-to-go situations. They've got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense, forcing a 3rd and goal, putting some pressure now on this offense. Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Northern Illinois is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Missouri. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he's got it inside the 35. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Boilermakers in the hurry-up. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Sometimes you're hesitant to use your quarterback as a runner. Not when your quarterback runs like this.
You dang right. I'm going to use him. I'm going to use him early and often. The dude can run so well, can make you miss. Do you worry about him getting dinged up throughout a game? Sure, but when you can do things like that, it makes your offense so much stronger.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Gideon. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Blue Devils are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Going deep. Catch inside the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Blue Devils will have it 1st and 10. The offense will quickly use a timeout. New set of downs after the completion. Running to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Duke.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Russell. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's got the back in the middle. At the 45 on his way. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. They'll immediately call timeout. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Boilermakers will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
That's caught. It's Gideon. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Gets it away off his back foot. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going.
He'll take the deep shot. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
To the air on 2nd down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Right on the money. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Right down the middle. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, and you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone, the offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
They go to the ground. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. The Boilermakers want to pick up the tempo. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Flushed out of the pocket. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear
Turning it on! Discards it with the stiff arm. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
They're going to ride this running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Back to throw, it's Russell. He's looking deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Purdue!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Throws to the wideout. Got a man. It's Eaton. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Gideon. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Blue Devils headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
On 1st and 10 from the 38.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Pulls it in. It's Harris. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. They want to throw it. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the two-pointer is no good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. They'll start this drive from the 42. To throw, it's Russell. Buys a little time with his feet. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
And it's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boilermakers! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds a soft spot in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Blue Devils moving quickly to the line. It's complete to the right. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
When you come this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Found the seam. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Got it back on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a 1-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Quarterback adapted. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Knox. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Purdue! They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Toledo is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Boise State. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll start this drive with a pass. Snagged out of the air. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Blue Devils will hustle to the line. Throws to the tight end. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Blue